Welcome to Global Village. Today we have two great guests from the city of Brooks, Amanda Peterson and Amy Romanis. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us.
Amy, could you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I grew up in the Brooks area, so I've been here for my whole life. I went to school at Medicine Hat College Brooks campus, and then I started with the city after that, and I've been there for 7 years.
Wow. I'm sure you're doing a great job. There you go. Yes, Amanda.
I am not originally from Canada. I am a permanent resident. Came to Brooks in 2005 and started with the city in 2007, and I've been there for 8 years.
And originally from Grand Island.
I am.
There you go. Very beautiful area anyway.
Thank you.
Amanda, coming from a Nebraska or Grand Island area, how do you see the diverse population in terms of the advantage of having diverse population in terms?
The town that I grew up in is a very small, coarse community, and you didn't have a lot of diversification.
Okay.
When you go into your bigger cities, you do have a huge amount of diversification because you have a huge Hispanic population.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we do have Sudanese and those types of cultures as well.
Yeah.
But it's not as integrated as it is in Brooks.
Oh.
So it's very, it's the same but different in a sense.
Okay.
So when you come to Brooks, you have, of course, all the different cultures, but they're very intertwined with one another.
Oh, okay.
Wherein maybe in Grand Island you have your Hispanic culture and they stay to their culture, and your Sudanese culture and they stay to their culture. But in Brooks, you do find a lot of intertwining with one another, especially when you look at the children in elementary schools, because they intermix and intermingle and they become very good friends. Like my children have lots of friends from different cultures, and it's one of the most interesting and unique types of friendships that they have with one another. So it's even though we do have different cultures in Nebraska, to see the way that the cultures interact with each other in Brooks, it's amazing. So
Oh, that's very good to know. Thanks.
and that's one of the reasons why I stay in Brooks, is because I like the way the diversification of different cultures are, and that's one of the reasons why I stay there.
Oh, and you're doing great, and that's why we love you to have you for many years to come to stay with us. When you talk about diverse, for example, in terms of, you also talk about the Mennonite. I believe I came a long time prior to the newcomers coming from third world countries. Mennonite. I don't think there are too much Mexican, for example, like the U.S. They have a lot of Hispanic because of the border side of Mexico, but in Canada, I don't think that's visible because of the border issue. You still have the U.S. in between. But you have here Mennonite, which came long time also settled in this area. When we talk about diverse, in terms of disabled people and others, for example, when you talk about diverse, for example, you have race, religion, disabled people, and etc. How are we with also the disabled group of people in terms of inclusion, right?
So we do try to have inclusion events for everyone. So for example, I can't remember the month that it was in, but they did have sledge hockey in Brooks.
Yeah.
So that
was
was an
good.
event. Yeah, that was an
good.
event that had a good turnout. So we try to have events like that. So it's not just in including cultures or discussing diversity that way. It's all aspects of it.
Okay, yeah, that was a very good game. And I think that was a good promotion for disabled people and etc. When we talk about usually race, people reflect, black, white, or other cultures, but it's deep down other also effect of gender, disabled people and etc. that comes along with the territory. How best you think, in your own opinion, to have the kids, for example, in school? What are your thoughts in terms of them not to drop out the school? What would you tell them? We still have kids who leave school, for example, in either elementary, junior high, because of difficulties maybe, or what message would you probably relate to them?
Probably just that to stick with it. I mean, it is very important. You may not think that it is when you're that age, but you know, when you do move on in your life, it is a very important tool to have. And we do have great programs in Brooks, so it would be to their benefit to take advantage of that.
Oh, okay. Coming back to Amanda, the programs, for example, every 5 years, the city has a plan ahead, I believe, 2013 to 2000, I believe. Could you just touch base on the programs that you have envisioning now, year, and coming next year, and etc.?
Okay. When we have a municipal census, we have a strategic planning session with council, and they come up with objectives that they would like to address or complete, or things to work on for administration for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
So next year we have some things that we of course want to work on.
Okay.
This year, of course, completion of the municipal census.
Oh, okay.
But it's an ongoing thing, so it's not like you have a certain specific set of objectives you want to complete
Okay.
within like 2016, because it's always ongoing for the next 4 years. So.
Okay, so that will be subject to the municipality stats that they're doing now. When it's the outcome of the number that you know of, the number of Brooks population-wise, then you will base your strategic planning on that one.
That could have a little bit to do with it.
Okay.
But yeah, we have different objectives, and of course, infrastructure is one of the things that we want to look at. So when you do a municipal census, of course, the numbers will reflect on the needs of infrastructure that is needed, or the services that are needed for the city of Brooks,
Okay.
which can include recreation programs and things like that. So it all intertwines with one another.
Coming also to the council, you mentioned the council. The council meets twice a month, I believe.
They meet every first and third Mondays of the month.
Okay, and it's open public to everyone.
Yes, it is.
Okay, because some of the newcomers were asking if they can attend.
That's a great way to learn about municipal government. So if you attend the meetings and you have questions, they can always ask myself or Amy after, but it's a good start to understand how municipal government works within the province that they live in.
Okay, so twice a month,
Yep.
every second Monday.
First and third.
Oh, first and third
First and third
of every
Yep.
every month.
of every month.
Oh, okay, no, that's good. I think a lot of newcomers would like to attend, and they were asking, would they be able to attend? And I said, that's definitely you can.
Yep.
So they can ask questions as well.
Yep.
Either you or Amy.
Yep, so if they have a question on something that was discussed, or a bylaw that had just been passed and adopted by council, and if they have questions, they can ask Amy and I about that bylaw, or about a specific motion that was passed by council, and we can give them some information and background to help them understand a little bit more.
Oh no, that's good, because I think it's also beneficial to the newcomers to understand how the municipality, which governs the city, how they relate, how they work, and all that. That comes also if you have a house and tax and all that stuff comes along with that territory. So it's easy when they attend, they will be able to understand rather than listening from someone else.
Yes.
It will be education for them. When you were high school, were you thinking joining the city of Brooks, or you had some other dream that maybe to become a police officer or to become a scientist? People have a lot of dreams now and then, I think.
So when I was in high school, I didn't have a set career path or schooling that I wanted to take. So I took an office administration program, and then I did my practicum with the city, and I really liked it there, and they decided to keep me on. And now I've been there for 7 years, and I'm currently taking, as is Amanda, additional courses and training for municipal government. So this is something that I want to stay with.
Oh no, that's I think, and we love to have you because you make a difference from I think you've been from different positions within the city of Brooks from day one, and you're doing great, I think. You should continue your other courses, and you never know. You might one day become same as Mr. Allen might retire, and you might be second in command to Amanda. You never know. I don't know if he's going to retire. I'm not sure, but he might one day.
One day.
Yeah, one day. So, in for example, Lisa is on maternity leave now, and Tony is in charge now. The shared responsibility, they call. What that shared responsibilities come like? Is it communication, or is it shared responsibility of the city's administration?
So the shared services department is basically all the services that are shared throughout the city. So it does have communication, as well as IT, and also bylaw and enforcement services. So he does manage the bylaw enforcement officer, as well as the community peace officers.
Okay, so that's what they call shared responsibility.
Yeah.
Okay, combining of the three departments. Okay, no, that's good. Also, you have the economic development, which is now together with County of Newell, joint services. They meet every one is, I believe, every month.
And they meet, I believe, every month, and it's the third Tuesday of each month.
Okay, for joint services, for the two.
Yep.
Okay, but the city doesn't have any economic development now.
No, it's all through Naridi.
Okay, yeah, Narita now is joint services together with the County of Newell, and the city has 2 people or 3 people within the committee.
Yes.
Yes.
There's 3 members of council that sit on that committee, and then there's 3 members of the county council as well, and there's staff members that attend also from time to time.
Yeah, I think Alan was one
Yeah.
of
Yes.
them. That I don't know about the county if they have Keith or Kevin, I believe. Their CAO.
Yeah.
I don't know if he attends, but I'm sure that Lynn attends his debut, I think, from the county. I have attended a couple of times that. So when would you expect Lakeside Leisure Center to be completed? Is it fall of 2016, or is it?
It's to have full completion when the total renovations and everything is completed would be 2016, 2017.
So you're
So the
talking
fall
about
of 2016, and then of course it depends upon weather, right?
Yeah.
So that could be pushed into 2017, but right now it's the fall of 2016.
Oh, fall of 2016. That's not far.
No,
Wow, that's good. If not possible, then maybe end of 2016, maybe.
yeah, 17, yeah. If it gets pushed back due to weather.
Oh, okay. No, that's. I'm sure it will be a great area by the time I've seen the blueprints, so it's beautiful because you have the library and you have a inside soccer games, I believe. That's what Martin was explaining, and you have other areas where you can drop second floor, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
That second floor. So the inside soccer, for example, don't we have one in Dutch as well?
There is one in Dutchess, yes. I'm not sure if that facility is open yet, but if it's not open yet, it is almost complete.
Okay.
So that will be open, and then we'll have another one in Brooks as well.
Okay. Now, inside soccer game, I think is becoming now very popular in our area. Having large of newcomers love to play soccer. Amanda, just a personal question. Who was your mentor when you were growing, for example? You must have a mentorship of a good person that you can share with us.
The mentor that was my mentor when I was growing up was my father.
That's very good. That you could have, you can have better than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. His work ethic. Yep.
Oh, okay. So he's still in back home then?
He's still back home, but he's retired now, so traveling a lot. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What about the mother?
Retired
Oh, the whole
as well.
family. Okay.
Yep.
So they're retired. They're enjoying life then.
They are. They're enjoying their grandchildren.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So, but they're just moving through the states.
Yeah.
They're not traveling outside the states.
They come up here to see me, so. Yeah.
Canada is not far from the states.
No, that's true.
Yeah. When you say outside, you're talking about Europe
No.
or
they-
Africa
yeah.
or Asia.
Yeah.
So just here and the states.
Yep.
No, that's so. How far Grand Island? If can they drive from Grand Island to here?
Yeah, they can drive here. It usually takes about 21 hours, 21 to 24 hours,
Wow.
but which they would rather drive than fly. So when they come to visit, they're normally in their vehicle.
Wow.
Yeah,
21 hours, 24 hours.
yeah, usually 2 days
Non-stop or just with stop and all that stuff there?
with stops.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
No.
I thought it was more than that.
not bad at all.
I thought it was more than that. I thought it was 4 days, 5 days.
Usually takes if I drive and I go down to the States, it usually takes me 2 to 3 days, but that's because I do stop and rest or whatnot. But if you push it, you can make it in 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not, because from here to Manitoba is about 12 hours, 12, 13, 14 hours, and it's good to have someone to drive, and you will be able to see the beautiful areas while you're driving rather than flying. So, who was your mentor then? Your dad also?
Well, actually, my dad had great work ethic as well. He's a dairy farmer, so he's up at 4 in the morning milking cows and things like that. No holidays, kind of
Wow.
situation. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's okay. He's still doing or he's
Yeah. No, he's still doing it just outside of Brooks.
Oh,
Yeah.
outside
Within the
of,
county.
oh, within the county. Oh, okay, so he has his own farm then.
Yeah. He and his brother have a dairy farm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should probably ask for free milk sometime or cheese. I think that's better. So, do you help sometimes when you have time, or you just stay out of that life?
Yeah. I think maybe he wanted us to help, but my brother helps on the farm, so the girls kind of got away with not helping out.
Yeah, the farm job is not easy job too.
No.
People might think it's easy, but it's very demanding. If that's what I have seen a couple of those farmers, and it's a very. I did receive someone actually phoned me from one of the colony a couple days ago, near Jim. I've never been into the colony yet, which I intend to go there. Are they are part of the county, the colonies, right?
Yeah, depending on the location, obviously. If they're within the county boundaries, then they would still be counted as living within the county of Newell.
Okay. And why was they called county, if you might? Because they have one group living there. I believe it's
For the colony?
It's
Yeah,
Mennonite?
so it's Hutterite.
Hutterite.
Yeah, yeah. So they have, I don't know the number of colonies in the area, but there are several. And yeah, they all live on that colony or that base, I guess.
So the Hutterite and Mennonite are two different then.
Two different, yeah.
It's always, life is learning process. I thought they were all together.
Nope.
Okay, so Mennonites are different than the Hutterites.
Yes.
Because Mennonites are the ones came from Mexico,
Yes.
and Hutterites came from Germany or somewhere.
Yeah, I think they speak German. So.
Oh, they speak German. Oh, okay. No, that's very good. I think one of the school principal in one of the colony, I believe, I'm not quite sure, near Gem, phoned me a couple of days ago, Mr. Hughes, and said he was calling from, left me a message, he said he was calling from one of the colony near Gem, and I phoned him back and said, well, I should probably come and visit sometime. And as soon as I had never been into the colony of our county of Newell, and he said, yeah, just give me a call when you're ready to come. So it's good to go there and then see the colony as well, which is part of our county. So what are your things that you love to see the city of Brooks achieve the 2015, 2016?
Some of the biggest things that I am excited that are being achieved right now, of course, are the Lakeside Leisure renovations. I'm excited to see the results of the municipal census, to see how many citizens are within the city of Brooks. So those are the two major ones that I'm extremely excited about. So.
No, I'm hoping that we will be far more than what we had last census, which is 13,000, I believe, 800 last, the one that is there.
13,676, I believe, was the federal number in 2011.
Federal one?
The federal census, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the number from the 2007 municipal
yeah,
census,
yeah.
but that was our last count federally.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if the federal wants to do another one by, let's say, 2017, would they be using your census, or are they going to be doing separate one?
They do a completely separate one. So I believe they're actually doing one next year. So they'll come out again, and they'll probably have different questions, but they will come out and do another population count. And then I think those results aren't available until the next year.
Okay.
So 2017 then is when we would get those results.
And what happens then if there is a conflict of yours, then theirs? Then, if we have a number that's very much different than theirs, would they go by ours, or they go with their own?
They would go with their own.
Oh,
Because for the municipal census, it's not a law that you have to answer.
Yeah.
We just really hope that people would answer, when we provide the information that why it's so important for us. But the federal census, you are required to provide information for.
oh, okay, okay. And ours will be just utilized because of the programs and preparation, strategic planning, and all that stuff. Theirs, they have their own reasons why they have their stat, just to see the overall stat of all Canada,
Yes.
to see the number projection of Canada, so they can receive more immigrants, I think, or they can slow down, or based on that one. So what are your wishes to see happening in 2015, 2016 as Amy?
Again, just to get the results of the census. This is the first time that Amanda and I have both done a census, as in, the coordinator of the census.
Okay.
So that will be really really interesting to see.
Okay.
As well, there's just some smaller projects that I'm working on just in my position, such as bylaws and policies and things like that, that probably most people wouldn't find interesting, but I do like doing that.
So just a quick question. What's the difference between the policy and the bylaws? Bylaws is what? Mandatory?
So the bylaws are laws that are just specific to Brooks. Policies are more internal policies, so it's more what staff are required or expected to do, and bylaws are for the entire community.
So the bylaws always is approved by the council,
Yes,
right? Before they become bylaws.
yes,
Oh, okay, so it will be forward to the council, they will vote on, and then if there is a merit for the majority of the councils, then it becomes a law in our area, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
I'm just trying. Okay, so those are your wish to see happening then. Once you complete the Lakeside Leisure Center, so the library would be bigger than what we have now then.
Yes, there'll be more square footage for the library. Yes.
Oh, okay. In terms of the area, they have the books, everything. This will be the end of our program. I thank you very much for both of you, and it was an honor to have both of you come to the program and especially explain the stats of the Brooks area, which is going on now. And I hope we will have you in the near future.
Thank you
Very much, Amy. This is the end of Global Village. Thank you for joining us. And this is where East meets the West. I would like to take the opportunity to thank City of Brooks, County of Newell, Medicine Arts College for their continuous support. Until then, take care. God bless you. Have a good one.